dreams that you dream of, dreams really do come true. Ooh, someday you wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where trouble melts like lemon drops high above the chimney top. That's where you find me, oh, somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly.
For once in my life, I have someone who needs me, someone I've needed so long. For once unafraid, I can go where life leads me. Somehow I know I'll be strong. For once I can touch what my heart used to dream of long before I do. Oh, someone warm like you would make my dream come true. Yeah, yeah, yeah. For once in my life, I won't let sorrow hurt me, not like it's hurt me before. For once I have something I know won't desert me, I'm not alone anymore. For once I can say, this is mine, you can't take it. Long as I know I have love, I can make it.
Please rise. Your fault. Oh my God.
Zach, you have chosen Sarah to be your wife. Do you solemnly declare that you do not know of any lawful impediment why you may not be joined in matrimony to Sarah? Do you love and respect her? Do you stand by her through whatever may come?
I do.
Sarah, you have chosen Zach to be your husband.
Yes.
Do you solemnly declare that you do not know of any lawful impediment why you may not be joined in matrimony to Zach? Do you love and respect him? Do you stand by him through whatever may come?
Yes, I do. I will. I will and I do.
Sarah, I love you so much. I am so lucky to be marrying you. You are sweet, smart, fun, caring, beautiful, and just amazing. Also, you look incredible today. You are perfect for me. You make me happy every day. You were what I was missing in my life, and everything is better with you. I will always take care of you and be there for you. I will always do my best to make you happy because that is what makes me most happy. I've loved you since the day we met, and I will always love you with all my heart. I can't wait to start this new adventure together with the girl I love the most in the world.
I should have gone first. Zach, I love you. Everything you are is everything I've always looked for in a partner. A love like ours only comes along once in a lifetime, and I'm forever changed because of who you are and what your love has meant to me. Thank you for always being loving, kind, and patient. I promise to always fiercely love you without reservations, to support and advocate for you, to always be honest and kind. I promise I'll try my hardest not to take my anger out on you when I'm really hungry. And most of all, I promise to never stop laughing and to treat every day as a new adventure. You're the person I've waited for my whole life, and I can't wait to love you forever.
That I make the following declaration. I, Michelle Fansett, by virtue of the powers vested in me by the province of Ontario, do hereby pronounce you, Zach and Sarah, to be married as husband and wife. You may seal your vows with a kiss.
Don't miss, don't miss, don't miss.
You gotta show how strong you are.
That's a lot of pressure.
Ladies and gentlemen, please celebrate our newly married couple.
Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Little darling, it's been a long, cold, lonely winter. Little darling, it feels like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Little darling, the smiles returning to the faces. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright.
For now. Or maybe she actually never thought of a crazy diabolical plan to get rid of her brother's girlfriends, because let's face it, there's 4 of them, and that's a lot of planning for Sarah. But we all know it's because Sarah is the most kind, friendly, outgoing, and welcoming person there is. So I just wanted to take this moment to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for welcoming me since day one. I would say at the beginning, Sarah was just Dave's cool older sister, the cool girl at school who was in the plays, had the cool friends, she was so pretty. And to her, I was probably just Dave's new girlfriend, the girl who kept showing up at the house. But as the family dinners went on, our friendship grew stronger and stronger, and without talking about it too much, as the boyfriends went on, our friendship grew stronger and stronger. With each devastating breakup along the way, I was able to remind Sarah why it wasn't the end of the world, especially with some of them, and why she should shake it off and continue to search for Mr. Right. Trust me, before Zach, the family had a tough go with boyfriends. I'll just leave it at that. When Sarah brought Zach over for the first time, I'm not sure if it was the fact that he had a job, his own place, an education, a car, you name it, but we were off to a good start. Right, family?
Yeah.
As we all got to know Zach more and more, I know that we were all having side conversations saying, man, oh man, I hope she doesn't mess this one up. And in fact, I flat out told it to her face because I knew Zach was for sure the one for her. So, in case you have never checked Sara out on social media, she has this niece and nephew that she kind of likes. Sara puts those babies first, literally, before anything. In fact, just this past week, oh my god. I told you I wouldn't mess
You want me
this
to
up. I'm
go?
sorry.
I'm next, right?
No. In fact, just this past week, I received a text from Sara after she had gotten off a FaceTime chat with Jack that said, and I quote, "I didn't know it was possible to love someone this much. So Zach, we all know she loves you." In all honesty though, both Sara and Zach are amazing aunts and uncles. Zach is Jackson's best buddy. They have an absolute blast together. And Charlotte and Sara are so cute together.
Now, for those of you that don't know, Zach and Sara met over the internet. The first time I ever heard Sara's name, Fuji, myself, and Zach were driving back to Stouffville. Fuji was in the front seat with us, and Zach was in the back seat. And every 10 seconds he used to giggle like a little schoolgirl. And he was looking at his phone. And probably about an hour into it, Fuji was like, "What the hell is going on back there?" And he's like, "I'm talking to this girl, and she's really funny. And she's really cool. She listens to classic rock. And so therefore, I think I really like her." So Fuji and I, of course, spent the next 3 hours making fun of him about it. But he was also still giggling, still talking to her. We also have to then do the drive back 3 days later, and he was still on the phone, still talking to her, and he hadn't even met her yet. And was still engaged with her and still talking. And again, I've known him for probably about 15 years prior to that, and I've never seen him talk to a girl before that, so. And that was very impressive. Period. So Sarah's first time we met you, and he already had a twinkle in his eye for you, kind of thing. 2 weeks later, I also called him again because him and I talked a lot on the phone, and he was hanging out with you instead of me. Which, okay, happens. But that was the 5th time in 2 weeks. That seemed a lot to me, alright? And I jokingly threw it out, rousing him, and said, "What, do you love this girl?" And he replied, "Yes, I do." Within 2 weeks.
To see you so beautiful, so happy, and with this amazing man on your wedding day is truly special. You are a funny, smart, sensitive, caring woman, and I am beyond proud to be your mom. Tom and Robin, thank you for raising an amazing man. You should be proud. He's kind, patient, a true gentleman, and he grounds Sara. But best of all, he is a Leafs fan. Zach and Sara, this is the new and next chapter in your lives, and I can't wait to see where this journey takes you. I hope it's filled with laughter and love, and enough babies to fill that new house you just bought. Congratulations, I love you both. Welcome to the family, Zachary Lawrence Popper. My girl, I think it's obvious from the love you're surrounded by today, but please always remember this. You are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, smarter than you think you are, and loved more than you'll ever know. Please raise your glasses to a toast to Mr. and Mrs. Zachary Popper.
Special day, and it is a really special day for me. So I've watched 4 boys and 1 daughter, and I've always said, thank God it was been 1 daughter. I've always Sarah's always had a little bit of a time at challenging the rules and the authority, and I don't know how many times where I'd have to call up Sandy and we'd have to figure out what to do with Sara. She was always pushing things, and
Hey, Sara!
and I guess she turned out okay. Both my parents passed away in 2017, and they have been a real big influence on, well, obviously for me, and then also my kids. And the similarities that I've noticed with Sara, and in particular my mom, are kind of neat. The thrill of paddling behind a family of loons, I know that's something Zach and Sara really, you really love the nature, and I know that's the same was with Mom and Dad as well. Parasailing off of Maui, right? That was pretty crazy. Laughing over simple things, traveling in adventure, and of course Sara's smile, and just fantastic. Somebody mentioned about the music, the classic rock, and as one of our favorite Canadian artists writes, "You are one of my natural beauties."
And on the way has acquired some amazing friends. He used to go on long trips, 3 months in Europe, 6 months in South America, 2 months in Southeast Asia. And then Zach and Sara went to Thailand a few years ago, but Sara had less holiday time and had to return home earlier than Zach. He stayed several weeks longer, and it made him realize just how much he loved and missed Sara.
He still went and enjoyed his time.
They came early. Bus back early.
One of Zach's greatest achievements was finding a terrific woman to share his life with. When we met Sara, it was love at first sight. We don't really have to welcome her into our family because she's already part of it.
Nice.
And it is terrific to see how Sara's family, and to have them join with ours, because they obviously love Zach to death.
We do. Hear her.
We think Sara has made Zach an even more wonderful man. We love you, Zach, with the warmest, deepest love of a family. And now Sara's right there, too, snuggled in beside you.
To most of you, it is pretty obvious how much Sara loves me. I'm so lucky to have someone love me so much. But just a little fact for you, I love her just as much. And how could anyone not love her? Sara, you are awesome. Sometimes I have to tell you to settle down. Sometimes you watch the worst TV shows. And a few times when I had a broken leg and asked helplessly for a glass of water, you brought me borderline hot water. But that's okay. I love you, and I can't wait to start our lives together as a married couple. Thank you.
I think you all just witnessed our first fight as husband and wife, because I disagree with what happened with the water story.
But not the least part, eh?
Well, that is but mostly the water story, I remember that a little differently, so we just have to agree to disagree on that. I knew you would be. I want to give a special shout out to everyone who came, everyone who made it here today, traveling from all over the country. I know we only planned this wedding in 5 months, and
Raymond speed!
It's ironic that you just interrupted me, because there's a part about that later on. So, thanks for that. I appreciate it. That's amazing. Thank you for always encouraging me to believe in love every time I've had my heart broken. And I wanted to give up every single time. You always told me to have faith and to believe that my person would be out there. And he was. I didn't believe you, but you were right. You're my best friend, and I'd be lost without you. Graham. Dave.
Can I interrupt for a second?
No. I'm going to read my speech as I wrote it, and then we're going to see how ironic this is. Mike and Joe. 4 brothers.
Away.
How lucky am I? my 4 best friends. I think I probably would have been a different person if I had got sisters instead, so I'm really happy, like all of you really helped shape who I am as a human being. So I want to thank you for that. Even though you can all get really annoying and don't stop interrupting me when I'm trying to talk. And this is how I had it written. Even now on my wedding day, I'm shocked no one has interrupted me yet. So scratch that. That part of the speech is no longer valid. So thanks, appreciate it. And then I said, guess the night is still young, which it was when I wrote it. I still love you guys, and I'll always have your backs, and just thanks for all of your support and love. Carla, Emmy, Lily. Every year I used to ask Santa for a sister, and I never got one, and that's when I stopped believing in Santa. So Santa was not my friend, because I always woke up, and there was never a sister under the tree, and it really sucked. I don't think I could have picked better sisters if I tried. Carla, you said something about trying to get the sister out, and yeah, no. You, all 3 of you, are just amazing, and I love you, and you're my best friends, and I'm so lucky to have you. Carla, you've literally been there and seen every single boyfriend, which, according to Zach, was a lot, and witnessed every single breakup and broken heart. You were always there to dry my tears. I'm so glad to end those chapters here with you by my side and get to witness my happy ending. That's pretty freaking awesome. I love you.
Love you.
Robin, Tom, Alex, Lily, literally the entire Popper Smith family. I met every single one of you in the same day. And I was stressed. It was overwhelming, and every single one of you made me feel comfortable and loved and part of the family since day one. I've said this to probably all of you a million times. I literally won the in-law lottery with each and every single one of you. Thank you all for raising such an amazing man, because I know all of you have had an impact on how amazing he is. If Grandpa were here today, he probably would have told you that Zach turned out pretty perfect.
Too long to stop now. And you want to be free. My love is going stronger as you become a habit to me. Ooh.
I told him that.
Stop now. Wouldn't be the same if you wanted me. Them sunny skies are red. When you need me, just call my name. If you miss me, I'll be there to burst the sunlight.
count to 3. 1, 2, 2.5. 1, 2, 3.